The military innovations of the Revolutionary War took a stand in history by causing a change in the way wars were fought through the brutal tactics of guerrilla warfare, the clever use of allies, the strategies of naval warfare, and they were led by the General George Washington. Guerrilla warfare was a new type of warfare that was invented during the Revolutionary War. Guerrilla warfare included hiding among the wilderness, attacking when your enemy was least expecting it, and going in small groups to pick off enemy soldiers one at a time. Francis Marion, or the Swamp Fox, is credited as the father of guerrilla warfare because he used the wilderness to attack a British camp with only so many men. In this raid, he was also successful with rescuing 150 Americans. His sneaky guerrilla style of war was so effective that the Marion militia were soon hated and feared by the Redcoats. Marion earned the name the Swamp Fox because of his stealth and cunning. Marion also once convinced a British officer to become an American soldier because the officer was there for a prisoner exchange. He was so surprised at Marion's leadership skill and talent that he was swayed to the side of the Minutemen.
George Washington, the leader of the colonists, was one of, if not the, most important people from America. Although he lost all of the battles he led in the French and Indian War, he made a major comeback in the American Revolution. He learned from his mistakes and won nearly all of the battles he fought in this war, such as the Battle of Yorktown. After his victory against Cornwallis and the Redcoats, George Washington was chosen to be the president, which was a distinctly different title than king. It is part of a democratic government where he is not a tyrant with complete power over the nation. This was one of the reasons that the Whigs wanted independence from the Queen.
Even though America had the fighting spirit, their resources were lacking. However, the two countries, Spain and France, had supplies and shared a common interest with America, defeating the British. When the Americans were taking a beating from the British, their allies France and Spain sent them supplies such as guns, ammunition, part of their navy, and some troops as well. France also helped the Americans win the war in the Battle of Yorktown because their navy prevented the British from escaping while George Washington's army came from behind. This proves why allies can be so beneficial in the outcome of a war.
Of the many soldiers that had fought in the Navy, one man, John Paul Jones, stood out from the rest. He was a Scottish naval commander for the Continental Army. He is most noted for when he would take initiative by taking the men that were under his command to England so that they could scare the king. His crew would take to the British shore, raiding the homes and the towns of the Redcoats, all by themselves. Militia was a crucial part of the Continental Army. Because the Minutemen were not able to give the best training to their soldiers, Ethan Allen, alongside others such as Benedict Arnold and other patriots, created a militia group titled the Green Mountain Boys. Perhaps their most important act was sieging the fort Ticonderoga from the British. Allen also led many skirmishes against the Redcoats in the American frontier. He was eventually captured in the year of 1775 in Montreal. He was later exchanged and returned to the army. Allen was promoted to one of the most important generals for the militia.